friends, welcome back. This is the fifth lecture in the series of Python tutorials. Today we will study the data types, and the third one is list, which is most frequently used, and we also study some operations on list. So this is your Jupyter homepage, and scroll down, we'll go to our folder Python tutorials, open it, and you go to new Python 3, create a new notebook, untitled, rename it as list, and now we shall see how do we perform operations on list. So what I write here is list. Okay. So let's create a list first of all. So a list has, I can create it as like var, one object I create it, a list. So I can just place in a few elements in it, 4 elements. So a list is categorized by these square brackets, and the index starts from 0. So this has 4 elements, but the index is 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So now let's perform some task with this. So I would just print var. It gives me as it is. Now if I want to print the length of var, see, it gives me 4. Okay. You print the type of var, it will give you list. Now if I write here print the type of var, this gives me class list. Okay, right. So just in the difference in representation and how it gives me the output. Next we see various operations on list. All right, let's talk about the various operations that you can perform on lists. Okay, so what are these? First we'll talk about updating a list. Update a list. How would I update a list? Suppose I've got that var. Okay, now what I want is, this is my var. Okay, I'll write just var. This is my var. I want to update an item here, 89. I don't want 89. So what I do is I update it with my index number. So var, I know the index number is 3 here, and I update this by suppose 78. Okay, so what will happen? Now you print var, it will give me 78. This stands updated. Alright, now what about if I wanted to update it like var -1 equals 90? What will it give me? Updating -1. See, -1, that means I am iterating from the end. So again this 78 will be turned to 90. Just see, 90. Okay, so I can do either through going from right, left, or from the right. So if I go from right, it is -1, and if I go from left, it is positive. Anyways, you want to understand this. Okay, so now, can list support multiple data types? Let's see. Let's check it out. So I have my var. Okay, this is my var. Now I want to add high in it. Okay, so what I do is I can also replace this item. Let's replace, okay, 45. Okay, so I go 1 and I replace it with high, and now I want to var. See, this is supporting in list is supporting various data types, so I can replace it with high also. Let's see whether it supports tuple. Okay, I give just it here 8, and oh sorry, has out of bound aega. So I just give 0, and in the 0 index I would say I just want 8 comma 9. So let's see what it gives me, and I print var. See, this is also supporting the tuple. Okay, so this is the first element. Now you want to retrieve this element. Say I can just retrieve it and it gives me 8 and 9. So this is the one complete element, 8 and 9, but this is a tuple. Okay, now if you want to update this tuple, suppose what I do is 0, I would just make it 9 and I would print var. This gives me again. So I can update. That means this list is mutable. Okay, I can change the elements, I can update these elements. So I'll say that this list is mutable. That means it can be changed. So it is not secure to store your items or your data in list because it can be changed. So for secrecy, for privacy, for more security reasons, we use tuple, which are immutable, which we will see in the next video. Okay, now let's move on to different operations on list. Now let's move on to, I want to add the list. Okay, so I create a list called var1, and I have the elements like 2, 5, 6, 8. Okay, this is point 2, 4, 5, 6, and I create a second list called var3 or 2, and in this I have 7, 8, 9. Why do I get this? 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10. Now what you do is simply just write here var3 equals to var1 plus var2, and you can just call var3. What is this? So this just adds the list and gives me. What about appending the list? Okay, let's talk about append the list. What happens in appending the list? Now I can simply write var.append var1. In var.1.append I want to add another element, and I will add here 7 and just call this. So in append, the element is added to the last. Now suppose I don't want 7 here, I want to insert it somewhere. So I will use insert because I want it in the middle. So I want to insert the element in the list. What I do, I write var1 dot insert, where I give the index number. Where do I want it? I want it in the second place. Okay, and what is the number I want? I want, okay, in the first place I want 3, and let's write var1. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, right. So this is inserting an element anywhere in the list, give an index number, and it will be added. Append will add the element in the last of the list. Now whether you want it, now you want to check whether the element is there in the list, whether the element is there in the list or not. What I do is I have in operation for this. So suppose this is var1 I have. Suppose now, what is var1? This is var1. Now I want to check whether an element is there. I want to check whether 1 is there. So I will simply write 1 in var1. See, it gives me false because it is not there. What if I write 3 in var1? It gives me true that it is there. Okay, so I can check it. Now next, what you want is, let's perform some slicing operations on list. Slicing operations. we have performed slicing operations in strings also. Let's check about string. Let's take our var3 for this. Okay, we'll be performing slicing operations here. Now let's take list. I will write. Okay, sorry. I'll write var3. Now I want to slice it. Slice it means I want a part of it. So I'll write 0 to 4. So it will give me from here till third element. So you'll get 2, 4, 5 and 6. Now suppose if I write var starting and end, it will give me entire list. Okay, this is it's taking var which we had previously, var3. It will give me the entire list. Now suppose I want to retrieve elements from the back. What I do is get var3 and I take here suppose -1. So see what it has done. From the start it has given me all the elements and it has excluded the last one. Just perform the opposite of it. Okay, you include the first element and exclude the last. So it will just give me 10. So this is the starting and you slice it. So I'm starting it from here and I'm slicing the another one. So I'm just getting this element, and when I use this, I'm slicing from here and I'm removing this element, right? So with practice you will get the heck of it. Now if you want something in the middle of this list, what do? Like suppose some in the middle, so you just give the index from where you want. So var3 and now let's suppose we want 6, 7, 9. What do is give the index. Okay, so 6 is coming in the what location? 0, 1, 2, 3. So give 3. Start will be included, end will not be included. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. So give 7. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last element is not included, first element is included. What if I give here the negative of it? Okay, of say suppose 1, 2, I would say, okay, let's take from here to here, -4 to -1. Let's see, it give me 7, 8, 9, right? So it is started from fourth. This is the fourth element here from the right, 7, 8 and 9, excluding the last element. Okay, here it excludes the last element. So this was about list, and we have done append in list. Okay, let's see delete function also here. If I delete var3 and I write var3, it tells me var3 is not defined. That means it has removed or deleted var3. Okay, so you can remove the entire, delete the entire list also. So these are the functions we have seen in list: slicing, append, insert, check whether it is there or not with in keyword, and adding in the list, checking the index number, retrieving the element, updating, that means list unmutable, and checking the basic operations on list. So that's all for this video. Save this file and where if you want to check it that you've been created. So see, this is the green sign which says that your file is running, and when you close it, it has been closed seconds ago. So that's it for this video. In the next tutorial we will study about tuples. Thank you.